Help wanted. Job entails cooking, cleaning, driving, shopping, folding, refolding, pet care, child care, conflict resolution, and more folding. Assistance? Only if you're lucky. Pay? Forget about it. Thank yous? Are you kidding? Please note, may need to work second full-time job. Who would answer this ad? Yes, being a mother can be so hard sometimes, it's almost a joke. A joke that no one got more than Erma Bombeck.
Oh, the kids. Oh, you don't want to travel with teenagers, unless they're heavily sedated, or you are heavily sedated. One or the other comes first.
For more than 30 years, until her death in 1996, Erma Bombeck's humorous and all-too-true homilies on suburban home life were taped to America's refrigerators. With best-selling books and regular TV appearances, Bombeck became the housewife with the household name.
I've never gotten too choked up over household hints. Once I sent a suggestion to Good Housekeeping, pointing out that dust balls stored under the bed make wonderful safe toys for the baby. And our great little stocking stuffers. And they canceled my subscription.
But it was her column, with 30 million readers in 700 papers, that gave moms everywhere solace, inspiration, and of course, a good laugh.
You can hear about my incontinence problem or the fact that I'm a recovering valedictorian.
A few hundred aspiring humorists, many of them moms and a few dads, gathered last month at Bombeck's alma mater, the University of Dayton, to find their inner Ermas.
The thing I most dread is being on an airplane with my husband, Don. This stolid, Germanic, practical man becomes so terrified that he's rendered incapable of speech. It doesn't help that he invariably sits next to someone saying a rosary, drinking shots, or throwing up.
She stood up and said, you know, if the oven won't catch on fire today, clean it tomorrow. These were revolutionary words at the time.
New York Times columnist Gail Collins says Bombeck had an extraordinary way with the ordinary.
That's the great talent that she had, to be really true to what a great thing this was, to be raising children, you know, to be keeping a home, while also being totally dead-on honest about what was stupid and silly and meaningless about it.
I broke the first rule of motherhood, and that is never, never have more children than you have car windows.
Really?
No.
She writes 6 columns over 3 weeks, and then she's nationally syndicated. Why did it catch on so quickly?
Well, you know, it was a weird time then. You had this huge desire, especially in the part of the women's magazines and TV ads, to portray life as a housewife as this great triumph in which you're cooking a chicken and then everybody applauds when you bring it to the table. The real wives know that none of this is happening, that this is a whole delusional thing. And millions of housewives instantly said, oh my gosh, yes, this is really the way we live. Oh, of course, yes. Nobody ever died from sleeping in an unmade bed.
As Erma put it, housework, if you do it right, will kill you.
When you first have kids, I mean, nobody prepares you really for what it's going to be like, and it's so overwhelming. You're exhausted, and you're always covered in goop.
Columnist and mom Tracy Beckerman is published in over 400 papers. She says writing has helped her find the funny in a job that hasn't changed all that much since the age of Erma.
Kids are scary.
Really? You think so?
Oh, yeah, because they're so unpredictable, you know? It's like always living with somebody who's bipolar with their kids. It's like, I love you, I hate you. I love you, I hate you.
Home movies capture Erma Bombeck with her own kids.
Everybody knew everybody on the street.
You know, we rode our bikes up and down the street all the time.
Andrew, Betsy, and Matt Bombeck are all grown up now. And the Bombeck house on Cushwa Drive, just outside of Dayton, still looks the way it did when Mom was tapping out her column in her bedroom/office.
You could really sit on the bed and turn around and type on the typewriter.
While husband Bill Bombeck was out at work, Erma set the rules at home. Like when Mommy is writing her column for 30 million people, do not disturb.
Well, you sort of knew when to, when she was working, don't bug me. The door's closed.
So, you start slipping notes under the door. She's like, I'm on deadline. I'm not answering you.
And Phil Donahue lived...
Right there, that house catty-cornered there.
Yes, Phil Donahue lived just across the street. What was going on here?
I don't know. There was something odd in the water.
Otherwise, the neighborhood was pretty ordinary, and life on Cushwa Drive didn't change much, even after Bombeck became wildly famous.
And it was really amazing. It was like watching somebody just go from your mom to being on Johnny Carson to being all over the country talking to thousands of people.
And did she change it all at home?
No.
Something must have changed. Come on.
Instead of having home-cooked meals, she would actually cook casseroles, put them in the refrigerator with messages as to how to cook them so that you would have the same kind of dinners when she was gone.
Mom's gonna be on Carson. Cook for 5 minutes.
Yeah, exactly.
To the Bombeck kids, Erma was just Mom, literally.
We never read the column, to be honest, when we were kids, because... I'm sorry to admit that, but
you can get them online.
I'll
be happy to do the Google search for you. What did Mother's Day mean in this house?
I will say one time we forgot Mother's Day.
That's what I was going to say.
And that's the one that we will never forget, and we never forgot it again. And she didn't say anything until the end of the day.
She cried.
She cried, yes.
Yeah,
we made our mother cry, and that never happened again. And if this is airing on Mother's Day, nobody do that to your mother ever again.
Ouch. And yet, their mother was the one who wrote, "Children make your life important." Any way you slice it, being a mom is hard work.
Yeah, but it's fun.
It's fun.
It's fun. It's fun. And I love being a mom, and I love my kids. And if tomorrow I had to stop writing, I would still be a mom, and that's what's important.
Now pick up the phone and call your mother.